Welcome back for our farm and ranch news. Looking to our headlines today, the U.S. winter wheat crop is starting off the 2020 growing season with a good to excellent condition rating, slightly above last year, according to USDA's first weekly crop progress report released Monday. In Montana, the winter wheat crop was rated 52% good to excellent, 45% fair, and just 3% poor to very poor. Top winter wheat producing state Kansas reported 49% of its crop in good to excellent condition, slightly below 55% at this same time last year. As for planting, reporters in Phillips and Valley counties noted producers haven't been able to get into the fields, but they are prepping equipment for planting. No surprise at all, just 1% of the spring wheat crop has been planted, while 2% of the barley crop is in the ground, behind the 5-year pace of 4%. For livestock, 40% of cows have calved, behind the 5-year average of 50%, but a lot of folks have moved those calving dates back just a bit for sure in the past 5 years. Lambing is on pace with 39% of ewes lambed. And speaking of lamb, it is, of course, one of the main centerpieces of Easter and Passover meals. And the American Lamb Board understands that despite these challenging times, farmers and ranchers, retailers, and butcher shops are working hard to have lamb stocked in the meat case. The Lamb Board is also providing educational resources for buying and cooking lamb, along with some tasty recipes for this week's holiday. For more, visit AmericanLamb.com. We'll be right back. Returning back today, a large pork processing plant in Columbus Junction, Iowa is suspending operations after more than a dozen employees have tested positive for the coronavirus. The Tyson Foods plant shutdown will last for at least a week and possibly longer. Tyson said it would be diverting livestock shipments to other plants in the region to keep up with demand. DTN reports that National Beef is also announcing it is moving up a major cleaning process and delaying processing at an Iowa premium beef plant, and after a worker tested positive for COVID. This all on the heels of a JBS beef plant in Pennsylvania that reduced operations due to the pandemic last week. And also this week, the mayor of Grand Island, Nebraska confirmed 10 JBS employees tested positive for COVID-19. Leaders in the beef and pork industries stressed early on that packing capacity in both industries was already tight, and neither cattle nor pork producers could afford plant shutdowns. We'll continue to track those shutdowns here on the report. And finally, today, lawmakers are urging Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue to make temporary flexibilities on Farm Service Agency loans permanent for the duration of the COVID-19 pandemic. In a bipartisan letter, the senators also want USDA to ensure adequate and equitable access to credit and consider making emergency measures such as deadline extensions, loan payment deferrals, payment forbearance, and a full suspension of all current and pending foreclosure actions effective for the duration of the pandemic. In all, 43 senators signed the letter, led by Senator Amy Klobuchar, a Democrat from Minnesota, and Senator John Hoeven, a Republican from North Dakota. That's all the time we have for today's Farm and Ranch News. Have a great day, friends.